The Jewish creation story comes from the Chaldeans and Egyptians. This is clearly shown by ancient tablets that are older than the Jewish Bible, which include many stories found in the first chapters of Genesis. The Old Testament might have originally had a more detailed creation story, and there is still much more to learn from Genesis than most churchgoers realize. With the help of Jewish and Cabalistic writings, Genesis can be expanded into a clearer explanation of how the universe began, which is more meaningful and impressive than the usual religious version. A wise scholar noted last century that Christian theology, including Jewish beliefs about creation, is the only system that advanced civilizations believe in that claims God created the universe from nothing. The book of Genesis starts with a powerful and straightforward statement. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. While this verse seems simple, deeper thought reveals that it summarizes a vast process that spans millions of years and holds many mysteries. To truly understand it, we need detailed explanations. First, we should clarify what the word God means in this context. In Hebrew, the word used is not God, Yah, or Jehovah, but Elohim. The term God is respectful but doesn't fully capture the meaning of Elohim. There are two important points to consider. First, in Hebrew, the word Elohim refers to both male and female qualities. Second, it is a plural term. So Elohim means the male-female creators, representing a group of powers rather than just one individual. The phrases heaven and earth can also be misleading due to poor translation. Instead of thinking of heaven as the sky and earth as the ground, it's better to understand them as different states, one that is higher, spirit, and one that is lower, matter. This means they represent different qualities of existence rather than actual places. The phrase "in the beginning" can also be confusing. A thoughtful person might understand it as "from what has always existed," or "based on eternal principles." This brings us to the word "created," which can also lead to misunderstandings. People often think of creation as making something completely new. However, if we consider it carefully, we realize that creating anything physical is really about putting together existing things in a new way. For example, when someone paints a picture, they use paints, brushes, and canvas to express an idea. So in this context, creation means forming or bringing together already existing elements into new patterns that serve a purpose. With these ideas in mind, let's look at the verse again with a better understanding. From eternal principles, the androgynous creator gods brought forth the positive and negative aspects of existence. Now that we have clarified its meaning, we can explore ancient Jewish beliefs that reveal the deeper significance of the verse. Jewish mystics believed in an eternal, limitless principle called Ein Sof, or the boundless. They learned from the Egyptians that this boundless one has three key qualities: being, life, and light. These three qualities together represent a single, formless, timeless, and unchanging true God, with space being the perfect symbol of this, as it is the source of everything. At certain times, space brought forth primordial unity, which represents being, life, and light. This first emergence was known as the opened eye and was referred to by the Kabbalists as Kether, or the crown of eternal glory. Ein Sof, the absolute, represented life that was inactive, while Kether was the first expression of that life. Within Kether, the idea of polarity emerged, which is essential for activity. These polarities are called Abba, the father, and Ayima, the mother. Abba represents the positive side of spirit as force and energy, while Ayima represents the negative side as matter and substance. The combination of Abba and Ayima, or energy and substance, created form. According to the Kabbalists, the Elohim, or creator gods, are the result of the union of life and matter. The Elohim moved through space to create the universe they govern. By mundane, we mean the metaphysical system, which includes the physical world as its lowest part. This initial emergence is like planting a seed that will grow into the universe. Similar ideas can be found in other religious beliefs. In Tibetan teachings, the meditations of Adi Buddha create the 7 Dhyani Buddhas, which represent different forms of consciousness that shape the world. In Persian beliefs, the Supreme Being, Ahura Mazda, creates the Amesha Spentas, who shape the lower worlds. In Egyptian teachings, the Elohim are the rulers of the universe. They are also linked to the ancient Egyptian craftsmen who shaped the universe like a potter shapes clay. The Elohim are associated with various groups of seven, such as the 7 rays of light, the 7 days of creation, and the 7 seals in Revelation. These recurring groups of 7 connect art, music, and science, representing the Elohim as the 7 forces that influence the universe.